My name is Mompoloki Makwana, the Managing Director of Employee Africa, where we look at HR perspectives. We are looking at the future of work trends. We are looking at technology and how employees can change their worlds today. And today I just want to give you a summary of the Forbes Summit that I attended today, and I was nominated as part of Botswana, who were nominated in the entrepreneurs in Botswana who were nominated to be a part of the summit. We had a massive, great session today, looking at the speakers like His Excellency President Masisi. We were looking at Patrick Motsepe was there as well, and so many people like Neo Moki, they were part of the conversation today. But I just want to look at what the president introduced, and when he talked about his desire to see young people being at the forefront to develop our nation, seeing young people being at the forefront, leading the change that they want to see. And he was talking about mindset change. He was talking about also the recent introduction of the Ministry of Entrepreneurship, which is focused on digitalization, it's focused on innovation, focused on mindset shift, on how can we create an enabling environment for entrepreneurs to be able to thrive in our economy today. And also adding on to the hosting of Forbes, that this is a global platform allowing entrepreneurs to shine and also availing opportunities for them to be able to thrive. One of the key things that was interesting that I got to learn, he said his role model when it comes to the political arena has always been the late Masire, and he said he looked up to him. But besides that, on family level, he looked up to his mother and his father, and that was super interesting when he was having a conversation and an interview about what inspires him. One of the key factors he talked about, was about messaging and content creation. He said these are today's new currency. He talked about ideas. He talked about messaging. He talked about content creation. He said this is the new currency today. People are not aware that inside of their homes, they can create content that can be consumed by billions of people, and impact is about that. So he was just challenging us that wherever we are, we can lead the change. Just like I'm sharing a summary right now, this is value creation for you. So wherever you are, you can lead the change. Now, I want to look at some key pointers that we're sharing from Dr. Motsepe, the South African billionaire. He talked about how ideas are everywhere, but he said not all ideas are enterprisable or sustainable. He said many a times we juggle ideas, but we are not able to sieve through which can be enterprise, which cannot be enterprise. He said he challenged us to go further in making research and understanding how business can be changed, business can be improved. He's challenged us, to go to the next level in refining our ideas and really figuring out what can really work for us and what may not work for us. So those are some of the key elements that I was sharing. One of the key elements that was shared during the summit, and I can see here, is having a career or a business, sponsor, people who can open doors for you. And this one was shared by Emma Warriors, the former Miss Botswana. She was sharing about it. You should have career mentors, career sponsors, people who speak on your behalf. Who speaks on your behalf when you are not there in the room? Who shares your name? Who recommends you? That was one of the most crucial elements, because we have talented young people out there who have great work ethic, great inventions, but they never see it to the platforms like Forbes because there is no one who speaks for them. There's no one who shares their work. And they are not willing to take advantage of the social media, advantage of whatever the online platforms available to share their work. So you can always turn your life around by deciding to find people in your career who can help you to go to the next level. One of the things that they talked about is the intentionality in creating networks. You have to be intentional in creating networks. You have to be intentional in finding people who can help you in your journey. There are people out there who have the money you are looking for, who have the network you are looking for, who have the information you are looking for. And sometimes it takes you to reach a message on LinkedIn, just a message on Instagram, a message on Facebook that turns the wheel of your future going. So you never know which anything will lead anywhere. It's the words of Jim Rohn, who said, be open to everything. You never know which one will turn everything on. So intentionality about creating networks of people who can get to the next level. And one of the key elements that I don't want to forget was the discipline. We must have the discipline to commit to our dreams. We must have the discipline to commit to our ideas. We must have the discipline to show up every single day to do that which needs to be done. We must have the discipline, to do the things we said we are going to do. Every single day is a test for you to do the stuff you said you want to do. So you must be committed in your dreams to do things like that. And in my summary, one of the most important elements of young Africans and business Africans is that we are so accustomed to aid. Oh, I need to be sponsored. Oh, if someone can donate something. And one of the key elements that they shared during panel discussion number 3, they were talking about how we should move from aid to what? To trade. That we must find financial ideas that have value, financial value, concepts that carry financial value. We can't always be reaching out to receive donations. There gets a point where we need to be sustainable. The people who depend on you will continue to depend on you until you teach them to be sustainable, to create ideas of financial value. Therefore, it's very, very important wherever you are, at the receiving end or at the giving end, always teach a lesson of cultivating financial value ideas so that people are able to sustainably grow. Then they can impact the other generation, then the next generation. Then we pass the baton of business ideas, not of donations. So the other part that we talked about today was self-learning. This is something I talk about every single day. When I'm talking to one-on-one coaching, whether it's group sessions, you must learn to learn things on your own. Anything that will change you from the inside out is what will leave the lasting impact. Now, most people, they want to cram things. You hear about something, you think you have grasped it all. But it takes amounts of years, months, hours after hours, the 10,000 rule, that every day you decide to read something, to listen to something. Every day when I'm driving, when I leave my home and going anywhere, I just play a podcast. Maybe on sales, maybe on videos, maybe on YouTube. I play something that impacts me so that any time of the day I am ready to deliver what I need to deliver. Just yesterday at church, my spiritual father, B.F. Frams, talked about something important, a Bible verse that says, you must be willing to learn. This will save you and the people who learn from you. Learning sets you in a path of freedom. Learning sets you in a path where no one is owning you. You own your own life. You are not attached to things because you are desperate. You are learning and you are liberating yourself from this following the status quo, following the trends, doing what other people do. You know, at the other side of the table, you can change things. So I'm just challenging you today that with all this information we learned today, there's a takeaway that you may have. And I'd like you to share on the comment box below, what have you taken from this, the key points that I shared from the summit. So one other thing that I would like to add, which they didn't talk about it, but is value creation. You must add value on yourself. You must decide that you are the go-to person. You must decide that you are the solution provider person, not the problem creator. You must decide that you are not the complaining type. You must decide that you are going to stop blaming people for the things that has nothing to do with them. You are responsible for your life. As we head towards the new month, I want you to renew your mind by understanding that the moment you decide to add value on yourself, there are certain opportunities which are waiting for you to start creating value. There are certain networks. Those people will never call you until you start creating value. There are certain opportunities that you may not access until you start creating value. So I'm just challenging you that value creation should be your what? Your number one priority every single day. Decide that you're going to create value. Decide that you are going to be the go-to person. My name is Mompoloki Makwana. I am the Unmasked Coach. You can call me at 74776196. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you share this video.